Okay, we should be live. Hello, everyone. Let me just pull up the chat on my phone real quick so we can, be start. YouTube. Okay, yeah, everything looks good. So let me switch to live chat as always. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Although before, so last time we hang on, let me just jump back in. Oh.
Good question.
This is useless. We've already seen this. So last time we actually finished the game, or one of the various ways. We came down here and we got murdered by Clover, which honestly I never fucking saw coming. She's still best girl. I'll forgive her for it. And now we've gone on an adventure to try to see if we can get the good ending here, which in order to do that, we need to go through this series of events with the white keys. We've already got, on the first playthrough, I ran through this, pathway, which wasn't the right thing for this, for that ending. So, right now we're going through this pathway, and hopefully we're gonna be, yeah. I mean, because this pathway, actually, we got an item that has has like a 4-leaf clover on it, so that might have something to do with her. If I had to guess, this pathway will have to do somehow with this, ending, because I know this would mean that we find Snake much earlier on in the game, which would certainly change how the game plays out. And then here is where we actually get to hang out with Snake, so, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Right now, we're gonna be going through here. We gotta play a couple more escape rooms, and then that will, well, hopefully get us the good ending. Also, we were locked in a freezer last episode with dry ice that wasn't sublimating. And that was very concerning to me because dry ice sits at a temperature of -100 Fahrenheit. I have no idea what that's in Celsius. I ran the calculations using Newton's law of cooling, just simple differential equation, and assuming that the human cooling coefficient is 0.13, which is the one that I was able to find. It was pretty hard to find any good numbers on that, but that was the only one I could, so I don't even know if that's right. Assuming human cooling coefficient of 13 with clothes on, the average human would be able to survive at that temperature for roughly an hour, which honestly surprised me. But I guess humans have survived this long for a reason, so yeah, we were probably only in there for like 15 minutes, which would have only gotten our body temperature to like 90 degrees, which that's pretty good. So yeah, turns out we could have actually survived that. So now let's go ahead and do this escape room over again and see what changes. Operating room. This is where we were with, Ace and Seven? And Clover, right? I know we were with Clover, because this has to, integrate Clover in some way, because it's kind of like somehow gonna prevent the fact that she murders me. So yeah, we're here, and I believe I remember what we're supposed to be doing, but I'm gonna be keeping an eye on the dialogue. I am gonna be reading, we've already done this, but I'm gonna read through everything again, just in case there's something we actually, that's new. So, yeah. Let's get started. I believe the first order of business is to head to the closet over back here, right? Yes. I remember this was a very interesting room. Yeah, the preparation room. Oh. It's locked. We can probably find the key if we just look around some more. Let's look somewhere else. Now look at those deceptive eyes, fucking murderer. I still love you, Clover. Okay, let's check out this place then. Ah, the chemical room. Looks like it's locked. Guess we're gonna need a key for this one. So yeah, we need the key in order to unlock the other rooms. Got it. All right, let's check out the cabinet. I believe it may have been here. The drawer is empty. Yeah, nothing there. Okay, then here. Maybe you're supposed to heat something like a gauze to kill the bacteria. There's a boiling thingy over there. There's nothing on the lid or in the drawers. Well, let's take the torso. We know we need that. The furnace?
What's this thing? It's got some short iron legs.
Maybe it's a heater. There's nothing inside it. So, okay, oh right, we gotta uncover this. This is the other body. Right. Another medical mannequin?
From the looks of it, this one's a chick.
She has a name too. Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Poor thing. Looks like Miss Lucy only had a head and an arm left.
Maybe we're supposed to gather up all her parts? Man, I've been listening to a lot of Beatles lately. And right now I have I've had Blue Jay Way stuck in my head for 3 weeks now. And yesterday I got Your Mother Should Know stuck in my head. So yeah, that's now constantly going on in the back of my mind. It's replaced Blue Jay Way, thankfully. Nothing against Blue Jay Way, it's just 3 weeks. But yeah, now all I can hear is Your Mother Should Know. This doll over here looks like a woman.
You mean Lucy?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, hey, this says something too. Wrong voice there. It says John.
Miss Lucy over there only got a head and an arm left. Looks like John still got all his parts, though. What the hell's going on here?
Is this supposed to be like a Beatles reference? Because, like, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, and then John Lennon, maybe? I mean, I have to get a better look at his face, because I never, that didn't occur to me last time, but it's probably just a coincidence, honestly. They're pretty generic names. An operating table. Do you think an old operating tables looked like this? Well, no, we know it's a balance, because we gotta switch the body parts around. I have no idea. Hey, I wonder what this thing is. It says kilograms on the display.
You think maybe it's a scale?
Yeah. So where is the key that we need? Because it must be somewhere here, right? Did we check the cabinets? No. Oh, the upper shelf. It's a whole bunch of bottles on the shelves. They all look like medicine. They got labels. They're all big medical words that I don't understand. Okay, of course you don't, because you're an idiot. Oh, right. A medical mannequin with its guts showing. Ew. Gross.
Hey, Junpei. There's a slit in this thing's chest.
Yeah, sure is.
There's something in there. Maybe we can get it out. Ugh! Damn it. Stinking thing won't budge. It's stuck.
Well, I guess you can't use force on this one then. We need something small that can fit into the little hole. Okay, so we're gonna need something for the medical mannequin. Oh yeah, we checked that out, but we never checked the other table out, did we? Scissors. There we go. Forceps. There wasn't anything else here, right? Bunch of surgical tools. Nope. Okay. Let's try our scissors on the lung, maybe? Yup. Okay, we've got ourselves a lung. So we took the organ thingy out of the chest thingy.
It's a lung, not an organ thingy.
Huh? This part here on the back, it's all rubbery.
You're right.
So it's a fake organ. Of course it'd be. Wait, what's Seven grabbing it for?
Hey, feels like there's something in here.
You think we can cut through the rubber part? Yeah, but... so let's use the scalpel. Scalpel's not rusty. Seems like it was put here for a reason, huh? You think it's telling us to cut something? Yeah, I do. Well, yeah, I assumed as much. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's try cutting this organ with the scalpel. Alright, that gives us our key, which we're gonna use to unlock one of these rooms. I believe this is preparation? Cool, it unlocked. Oh no, the key actually unlocks both rooms, if I remember correctly. Nope. Coat hangers? Coat hangers, please. No coat hangers, got it. Drawer? Let's see if, a piece of paper. What's this? Some kind of medical record? Yes, this is the, new material has been added to the file screen. Yep, this is the thing we need, to figure out, how to swap the body parts of Lucy and John.
The hell are you doing? Don't you want to get out of here?
And I'm tired. And her brother's kind of dead, although she doesn't know that yet. Alright, we need the colored waters in order to open the cabinets.
In the sink. The doctors and nurses probably washed their hands here before an operation. Nothing suspicious here.
Okay. In that case, let us head out. And check out the other room with the chemicals. Awesome, it unlocked. Okay, let's see. That thing stinks. It's coming from this bottle. It says NH3, that should be ammonia?
Well, of course that stinks. That's ammonia.
Yeah, I always get ammonia and ammonium confused. Ammonium is 4, ammonia is 3, but I always get them mixed up. Hey, Junpei, you think there are many slugs on this ship? Huh? Well, if there are, I was thinking we could put salt on them. What's she pointing at? Label states sodium chloride. Salt, huh? You think 7 will shrivel up if we put it on him?
Hey, say something.
Oh, you calling him like a snail or something? What's this?
Looks like a can with a spray nozzle. It says CO2.
It's a can filled with carbon dioxide. Interesting, we actually dealt with carbon dioxide in the last escape room with, well, in that case it was solid though. Alright, rectangular table. I wonder, did people mix medicine on this thing? Alright, there's a note on the table. 1 salt, iron, salt 2, water 3, carbon dioxide, ammonia, ethanol. What do you think this is a hint for? Maybe it's got something to do with this box? Right, okay, let's take the blue liquid and the red liquid real quick. Because if I remember correctly, this is number of atoms, right? So iron is 1, salt is 2, water is 3, carbon dioxide, CO2 also 3, ammonia, also, no, ammonia is 4, and then ethanol, where's the ethanol?
Oh, good stuff. Let's go for a drink.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about that bottle. It says C2H2OH, right?
Okay, so that is 7... That's 9. Okay, so ethanol is 9. Got it. It's ethanol.
That's right. It's also known as ethyl alcohol. It's pretty common. It's pretty much what booze is made out of.
So you're gonna drink it?
Nah, I won't. I might say that's what it is on the label, but there could be anything in there.
Right. Okay. So we've got the liquids. Let's head to the other room and do that. Yep, okay, so let's do red first. Hey, it turned red.
Forget about that. Did you hear that just now?
Yep, we got one of the cabinets open. Leg.
Right foot of the medical mannequin. I guess it's a woman's foot, but damn. Doesn't look hot at all.
You gotta think for feet, 7? Oh, I don't think we got this conversation before.
No, that's crazy.
You're sure acting kind of shady. I can chop off his feet. If I remember correctly, actually, Clover murders 7, doesn't she? Yeah, because she believes that 7 and Santa are the ones that actually murdered, Snake. So she murders them, June gets in the way, so she kills her too, and then I refuse to go with her, so she kills me as well. Honestly, if you want my professional opinion, I would have gone with her. I don't care that she killed June. Fuck June. She's boring. It's blue now.
I think I heard another noise.
Yep, let's go do that. Lock her the blue. Oh, yep. We got another leg. Got it. And next up, we have to do both liquids. So blue first. And then red. That gives us purple. And we put the light through, and...
I get it. You combine the red and blue liquid to make a purple one.
Good job, Junpei. Purple light came on. I heard it unlock. I'm sure it's unlocked. The locker with the purple plate has got to be unlocked. All right, let's see what happened. I do remember that 7 did say he wanted to come back to the escape room where he the first escape room we did, the first class cabin, which was interesting to me because that was never brought up again, and that's not gonna have anything to do with this path, because, well, you know, this is whatchamacallit. This is the path with, with the other option. So I'm guessing that's gonna tie in to the third path, which is where you find Snake's body. I wonder if then that will, because that seems like the furthest apart from anything, you know? I think for boiling tools to sterilize them. There's nothing in the drawer. Alright, okay, so let's see. Can we put Lucy together?
Bed doesn't look very comfortable.
What do we need? Alright, we got the chest and the stomach. We got the legs. Ah, we're missing an arm and a heart. Got it. I believe those were in the other room, correct? Let's go see if we can figure out this puzzle once again. What's that? Angular, nope. Bottle of salt. Junpei, there's a bottle of iron powder on the shelf. How do you know it's iron? Label says Fe. Fe stands for iron, right? Yep.
Hey, Junpei, it's a dihydrogen monoxide on the shelf.
Why don't you just say water? So yeah, we've got all the chemicals here, and it's essentially telling us, oh, these are the different chemical names. Now the real question is, what's the actual code we gotta input? Box of locks, okay, you have to enter a passcode on the keypad to open it. I can only enter 3 numbers. E is for enter, C is for clear. Once you input the number, press E. If you mess up, press C. Got it. Let's give it a shot. And I suppose I can try carbon dioxide, ammonia, ethanol, you know? Carbon dioxide is 3, ammonia is 4, ethanol is 9. Yep, okay. Fake right arm and fake heart. Rectangular table. Wasn't there a conversation here about some weird chemical? Bottle of ammonia. Bottle of salt. Bottle of iron powder. Water. Carbon dioxide. No, I guess not. Oh, here we go. This is the actual like storyline conversation. Well, not storyline, but like important convo.
I think that's probably best.
Oh.
Hey, Seven, what's up?
Oh, well,
Is that a medicine bottle?
I got curious about it. Here.
Ethylene diamine tartrate?
Right, this is the one where we had a really weird conversation about chemical crystallization or something. No, crystallization was Ice 9. I don't remember what this one was.
Yeah, that's right. CDT.
Okay. Let me get some water in the
What kind
meantime.
of medicine is that?
Here, I can set you on auto.
It's not medicine.
Since we've already
I think
seen
it's
this.
an industrial strength detergent.
Why would they have something like that here?
I'm out of ice,
Well,
damn it.
Probably to clean stuff up.
Clean what up?
Fuck if I know. Still, it looks like it's cleaned my brain up.
You remember something?
Yeah. Well, I remember a story about EDT. Happened about 50 years ago. There was this factory somewhere in America making big old EDT crystals. They were making it to sell as an industrial strength cleaner, like I told you before. But a year after the factory started up, something strange started happening with the crystals they were building.
Alright.
Water molecules started attaching themselves to the EDT crystals. This made them into a sort of mutation of the original crystals, called a hydrate.
Water molecules.
Once the crystals turn into a hydrate, though, it's useless as a cleaner. The factory had to just dump the crystals. As a hydrate, they were useless. But it didn't
Okay.
end there. After that day, the same thing started happening in EDT factories everywhere, even ones nowhere near that first American factory. They'd been making crystals the same way, with the same materials and the same equipment and environment. But now, all of a sudden, every single crystal they formed turned into a hydrate. Even in EDT research done years before, they'd never gotten a hydrate.
So, okay. Last time, we talked about a similar phenomenon involving a certain crystallization of water, right, called Ice 9, which was essentially described as a sort of a arrangement for water crystals much stronger and structurally, like, durable than regular ice, which means it melts at a much higher temperature. Which then might actually factor in, which at first I talked about how that might factor into the conversation we have later down this route regarding that one Egyptian mummy that seemed to be ice but didn't melt in the desert. So I thought that that might tie into that, and I still think it will, but this is interesting. Because I remember that it was similar to this story about, because in that case, they had never gotten ice to crystallize that way before, but once one person got it, they were able to all start doing it. It wasn't like this, it wasn't that you couldn't crystallize ice in the regular way anymore. That would have probably changed, that would have probably, like, killed the entire Earth, because every single glacier, like, the entire ocean would have started just freezing into ice. So yeah, it's interesting because I remember there was that it was similar to this, but what I didn't remember is that in this case, the EDT, it actually had to do with the EDT becoming a hydrate by merging with water molecules. So it is interesting that this is also dealing with water molecules, and I don't remember the timeline for the thing we talked about before, but this was 50 years ago. So could these two phenomenon be in some way linked, right? Like the advent of Ice 9 is somehow linked to the advent of EDT hydrate.
After it happened at the first factory, it just spread. It was like, man, how do you say it?
Like the molecules were communicating with one another, transmitting information in a way humans couldn't perceive.
And this is tying back to the other conversation we had, I believe before that even, before the Ice 9 conversation, which was about, the picture, that one, the dog picture, and how, the whole idea of the collective unconscious and how, some people can kind of know stuff like, what's the word? Telepathically, like subconsciously. Which, I mean, frankly, the numbers that they gave us were honestly statistically insignificant, if you ask me. But it is tying into this in a sense, so interesting.
This phenomena spread throughout the world, right?
Yeah, that's it exactly. But how did you know?
Because he talked about
I heard
this.
Another story, kind of like that one.
There we are. So, because we've heard the story about the Ice 9 crystals and the dog, whatever the fuck I called it, because we've heard that in the previous escape room, that then changes the dialogue in this escape room. And as a result, the dialogue, and this is going to change stuff here, which will then in turn change stuff later down the line, which should in turn change the ending. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, let's keep going.
When?
In the freezer?
What? The freezer?
Yeah, June told me.
Ice that doesn't melt at room temperature, huh?
Yeah, now he knows too.
That sounds familiar?
Yeah, hold up. I feel like I can remember something. It's right there.
So now 7 knows about Ice 9 as well. Interesting. So we're kind of like spreading the information, because 7 wouldn't have known about that had we not told him, and we couldn't have told him if we had gone with Snake the first time around. Oh, this is so cool! Oh, I am loving this. Oh, God. This game is great.
Do you?
Know something about it. Know about Ice 9.
Do you know about Ice 9?
Ice 9? Ice 9. Ice 9.
Yeah, try to jog his memory.
Ice.
Baby.
I remember now. That woman, she's on this boat.
I'm sorry, what? Would you like to expound on this information? What woman? Okay, this is new territory, so I'm gonna go line by line here.
That woman?
Alice!
That's the name on the book. That's the name on the fucking book. Well, in that case, it will. Oh my god, of course. So in the next escape room we do with, I believe, Clover and Ace, two of my favorite characters, good escape room, we find a book full of hieroglyphics, right? We weren't able to decipher it. It had nothing to do with the actual room. And the book had the name Allice on the spine. But it was Alice written with 2 L's, which I thought it was interesting because it was like a play on words. Alice, but also all ice. So if there is... So I was thinking about how this Alice ties in, and I thought, I wonder, because that never got brought up again. So I'm guessing that 7 is about to give us some kind of information about a woman named Allice who is somehow connected to this boat and who is somehow connected to ice, which then makes the title Alice, but also all ice, a pun, sure, and I love puns, so, but also very important, because that means that we have this knowledge now, so that next time, when we actually do that escape room over again with Ace and Clover, we're actually going to be able to point out, we're going to recognize the name of the book, and hopefully garner some kind of knowledge from that, you know?
Who's Alice?
Come on, the woman who won't melt at room temperature.
Exactly. The ice, like, the ice mummy that won't melt at room temperature. Right, we talked about that with June, but wasn't she Egyptian and had a different name, I believe?
Huh?
You know how the Titanic sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, more than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history.
Mm-hmm.
What about it?
Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies?
I think that was the RMS Carpathia, right?
Never knew
It was
this.
a cruise liner, just like the Titanic.
No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors. The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS McKay Bennett. The McKay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident.
Right.
It set out from Halifax, a port in Canada, and recovered 306 bodies. The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid.
Right, makes sense.
This isn't a very nice story. So, what happened next?
Well, they say the McKay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things the drowned had carried with them, or stuff that dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin.
Right, they found the mummy.
A coffin?
Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled.
I just realized the art was by any chance would the coffin happen to contain a 100-year-old bisexual vampire? If you know, you know.
It wasn't just a wooden coffin. It was all wood, no nails, no reinforcements, no gaps in the wood anywhere. The thing was airtight.
I mean, I'm pretty sure air can pass through wood, though. I'm pretty sure wood is permeable to a certain degree by air, right? I mean, it's how, you know, it's a similar material to cork, and, you know, wine bottles can go bad, you know, when moisture gets through the cork.
The crew got pretty curious about what might be inside it and opened it up.
Classic mistake. Classic mistake. That's how you get Stardust Crusaders, boys.
They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so well made. Inside, they found a woman. Or, I guess you should say, they found the dead body of a woman.
Right, this is the mummy that had been talked about in the previous escape room that didn't melt in the desert, and that it's believed that her curse is what actually sunk the Titanic.
Her hair was thick and black, and her skin rich brown with no blemishes or signs of decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she just looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like she might wake up any minute. And she didn't, though. Like the rest of the bodies they found, she was frozen solid. Eventually, the McKay-Bennett finished searching and returned to Halifax.
But she never
306 bodies
unfroze.
were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to thaw.
Alright.
Say that the stink was horrible.
I'd fucking imagine, Jesus.
One body that didn't thaw. And that was...
The girl in the coffin.
That's right. Everybody thought for sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually. But weeks passed and nothing happened.
I guess, yeah, if she had been frozen with ice and iron, yeah, she wouldn't melt at room temperature.
A month passed, and another. And it was summer, and she was still frozen solid. After a while, people started to say she was some sort of miracle. Rumors about her started to spread. People came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice.
Okay, so they called her All Ice, and then that eventually just got shortened to Alice. Okay, makes sense. So yeah, I did at first assume that Alice and that mummy that they were talking about at first were the same person, but then I was like, where did the name Alice come from? Right, this makes sense. So it was kind of a nickname. Got it. So it's... Oh yeah, it's all coming together. So yeah, I guess and yeah, that also makes sense why the book is in hieroglyphics. It's the legend of Alice, or All Ice. So, I'm guessing this, armed with this new information, we should be able to, you know, actually learn some stuff about Alice in the next escape room. Cool, cool, cool.
Of course, those rumors didn't last long.
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day she wasn't. They say someone snuck into where they were keeping her and stole the body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. And after a while, no one remembered her.
What does that have to do with the gigantic, though? Because you said that woman is on this ship. You didn't say that woman was on the Titanic. You said this ship. And you were actually the only one who wouldn't confuse this ship for the Titanic, because you yourself are the one who were like, yeah, this is the gigantic.
You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but that's about it.
Newspaper, huh?
Wait, you just said that she was on this boat.
Newspaper. What else do we have? Okay, so I know that this is the captain's quarters. And so I know that what we're gonna find here is the actual book. But what do we find in the chart room then? A newspaper, perhaps? Interesting, very interesting. If I remember correctly, there was actually something that we couldn't access in there before, but I'm not 100 on that one.
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship.
Okay.
What the hell would you say something like that?
Because I know.
And just what is it you know?
What happened to Alice after she was stolen?
Okay.
Okay? Tell me, what happened to Alice?
Well, around that time, the word was that there was a special black market in New York. All millionaires from all over the world. I heard that Alice went up for auction there. The person who won the auction was...
The guy who bought the gigantic. Because he was obsessed with the Titanic. So, of course, that he would want, Alice.
Lord Dashiell Gordain.
Gordain, yep.
Heard that name before, right?
Yep.
Lord Gordain. Oh, isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic's sister ship?
Yeah, that's him. Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
What do you mean?
Gordain bought Alice in 1912. 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic.
So, he started collecting various different items, which makes
He had
sense.
Alice somewhere on the Gigantic.
I mean, she's here somewhere.
Nobody knows where. He died in 1931. And apparently, he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden.
Right.
However, What?
So if this is really that gigantic, then Allice must be somewhere in here, and honestly, the captain's quarters seem like the best option.
Well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Allice?" And he said, "Allice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic."
Okay, riddles! My favorite. I'm taking a screenshot of that, just in case. Okay, small chamber. That makes sense, right? A small chamber would be, the coffin where she is at, but it could also mean a small room. Either way, probably not that important. Forest of Knowledge is likely referring to a library. I mean, that's the only place that I would refer to as a forest of knowledge, right? So forest of knowledge. So is there a library somewhere on this, or a record room, I guess. You know, is there like a library or record room somewhere in this ship? And then beneath the navel. The navel is the belly button, right? Is navel a ship term? Here. Let me look that up. Naval. Naval. It's a naval term? Not naval specifically, but it does mean the central point of a place. Here. Naval. Our naval Wikipedia. Naval disambiguation. Beef naval, naval company, naval orange, naval. Okay, I can't find any definition for the word naval that is directly tied to, you know, boats and ships. But the general definition of naval is the midpoint. So this means that Allice is somewhere in the middle of the ship and somewhere below, like, the midpoint of the ship. So it must be in one of the lower decks. We know there's decks down to E, right? A, B, C, D, E, which means the naval should be located in deck C, meaning that Allice should be somewhere in decks D or E, wherever the library or record room might be kept. Interesting.
What the hell is that? Is it some kind of riddle?
Your guess is as good as mine. So that's it.
You got a pretty good one.
I believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship.
The thing is, I don't understand how that helps us, really.
Hey, what are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here.
Okay, we're coming.
Jeez.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. Might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
Got a big man.
Allice. Huh.
It will be useful, I guess.
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. They say that she was frozen.
Right.
The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
Then was that Egyptian priestess Allice?
Yes.
Did the water in her body become Ice 9?
No, that's nuts. There's no way somebody like that could exist.
Well, I mean, we know that Ice 9 exists, at least in this universe. I'm not sure in the real world, but it sounds plausible. So if Ice 9 does exist, then I don't see any reason why a human body couldn't crystallize in that way. I mean, it'd be an extremely rare occurrence, you know, that kind of lightning striking in a, you know, lightning in a bottle type of thing, but, you know, it's possible. So there's the conversation. I wonder, does that already show up in our flowchart? We've got one key. Okay, where does the second key come in, I wonder? Intriguing. Alright, well, let's open up Okay, so we collected 6 parts of the medical mannequin. So the one we've got must be for Lucy, right? Because, yeah, I remember the first time we had a conversation about Ice 9, and we had a conversation about Alice. Now, are there 2 escape rooms here as well? Must be one for Lucy, right? Yeah.
Seems like it.
Well, we gotta give Lucy her parts back. Any objections?
Nope.
Nope. I mean, I got them backwards, but it's fine. All right, let's get started. Combine! Assemble Voltron! Okay, but before we do this, I want to check the flow. So we only got 1 escape room here, though. Which means there must be a second conversation that hasn't happened yet, because that was the first key, so I'm not too worried about having missed something. Hey, nothing happened.
That's odd.
Maybe it's the wrong way? Wait. You know, well, you know how there's a scale on the side of the bed? Maybe we need to get the scale to a specific number.
How are we gonna do that?
I think we're supposed to swap her body parts with John? Oh.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, yep. We've already done this. We just need to literally just swap everything out. I think the heart gets kept, though, right? Yep. Swap everything out other than the heart.
Hey, Junpei. I just heard something. Came from John's operating table. We better check it out.
Alright, and could this lead to our next convo?
Hopefully.
Because, right, the first conversation we had was about Cleopatra. I mean, not Cleopatra, fucking Alice, and then the second one was about Ice 9. So I wonder what the next conversation we got is going to be about. Huh? Lid on the scale. It opened. Oh, I get it. It must have opened because we matched John's weight into what's on the chart. Right, and that's the Jupiter key. Of course, makes sense. Where the... Now, the real question is, where the hell do we go now? Because with this key, we should be able to just get out of here, but... I can't do that if we haven't gotten that one... If we haven't gotten that key yet, then that's useless, right? Let's just go ahead and give some... Let's just click around and see if we can find it somewhere. Sink... Nothing in the cabinets. The water. Beaker. The lights. There. This cabinet again, maybe? No. Sofa? Nope. Coat hangers. Nope. There's gotta be something we missed, right? Thing on the shelf? Different medications, hard to tell them apart. No. Nothing in the drawer. Nothing here. Lucy. Mannequin. Do you think John is still John, even if parts of his body are switched? Okay, this might actually be, this might be it, maybe. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. Yeah, now I'm just gonna, now I'm gonna worry about it, considering you murder me later. You know, Nance might know the answer, but he's not telling. Held operating table, the medical man. Yeah, it's the Millennium Falcon question, right? If you have a spaceship, say the Millennium Falcon, and over time you start replacing a bunch of the parts, right? Because it's getting old, it's breaking down. Over a certain amount of time, you end up replacing every single part of the Falcon, right? Not a single part that the ship had when you started is now left. Every part has been changed. Is that really still the Falcon? And if you want to take it a step further, we could say, yeah, sure, it's the Falcon. I mean, it's the identity that counts. What if someone then were to collect every single piece that the Falcon originally had, every single original piece, and reassembled the Falcon as it originally was. Which ship is the Falcon then? It's a very interesting thought experiment. Empty box, there's nothing else inside, which, I mean, personally, I'd say they're both the Falcon, but if I had to go with one, I'd say it's I'd say the one that with the replaced parts. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the identity that counts, not the actual body, you know? Well, we've talked to everything we can. So yeah, I guess we're leaving now. Damn. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a save here. How many save? Oh, we can make up to 30 save files? Okay. I'm gonna pop a save here. So we can come back here instead of having to do the whole room again if we need to. But honestly, we might. Alright, let's go.
Hey, hold on.
Alright, maybe this will be the conversation and we'll be good.
Oh, what's up?
Where's Clover?
Ah.
Huh? Oh, God damn it. Where the hell did she go? Okay, just hold on a minute. I'll go get her.
Sure
Alright.
thing.
She is on the thumbnail. She's pretty important.
Hey, Clover, what's wrong? Come on, let's get out of here.
She's thinking about Snake, obviously. This might be when she snaps, actually. So there's a huge disconnect, honestly, between Clover's, like, character art that I used in my thumbnail. That's, like, the official character art on the wiki, and, like, her in-game model, you know? Like, in the in-game model, she just seems like... It's like, like, in like, the in-game model, she's, like, you know, just this kind of, I guess, quirky girl with, like, an interesting fashion sense, and then in like the actual, like, official art, she's like doing this, like, sexy pose and shit like that. Like, it's such a fucking disconnect. Like, it's almost like she feels like a completely different character in game compared to the image that I used for the for the thumbnail. Like, her back does like a fucking arch like this. Like, her butt is just sticking right up in the air.
What are you doing? Did you want to come back here and say goodbye to John? Hey, Clover, can you hear me?
My brother might be dead.
I wouldn't say might.
Huh?
That's why we couldn't find him. If he's dead, I'm going to be next.
No, if he's dead, you're gonna go on a murderous rampage and kill 4 different people? At least 4.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with you?
What do you want to do? I need to leave. Okay. So we actually got the 4-leaf clover from, we got the 4-leaf clover from who's his face? Santa. Yeah, we got the 4-leaf clover from Santa, and we can give it to her, which is quite fitting. It is, you know, her name.
Oh, yeah. It's in my pocket somewhere. Here it is.
Maybe this will allow us to connect with
4-leaf
Clover some more.
Hey, did you know? Each leaf means something.
All right.
Faith, love, and luck. That's what a 4-leaf clover stands for. Take it. Use it as a good luck charm.
It's just literally just copying what Santa told him. It's like, look at how smart I am.
Listen to me, Clover.
Oh, I love you,
No matter what
Junpei.
happens, you can never lose hope.
Junpei! I know this is Spike Chun's stuff, but you're in the wrong game series. This is Zero Escape, not Danganronpa. Danganronpa wasn't even a thing when this game came out.
You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith.
I swear,
and
if
to
you
have
bring
love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck. Snake, I mean, your brother, he's not dead.
He is. He really fucking is. And let's be honest here. Junpei's got the he's got the workings of a poet, I will say. I mean, that was an interesting way to link all 4 of those together. He definitely just started wax poetic He definitely went wax poetic on that one, but I appreciate
He's
it.
alive, somewhere. I'm sure of it. You've just gotta believe in that.
I've always been one to like a nice little bit of purple prose.
Thank you.
Yeah, but he's dead.
Thank you.
But at least Clover likes us now, so she probably won't murder us.
Now, come on. Seven's waiting for us at the exit.
This was really cute.
Wait, before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
Sure. Do you want to be the canon girl instead of June? Cause fuck, I hate June.
What's that?
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
What?
Aperture. I just think of aperture science.
I guess it was just a coincidence then.
Elaborate?
I mean, that you knew about the four-leaf clover.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk, but you are making less than no sense right now.
Oh, no. It's nothing. Just forget about it.
No. It's something. Please. Expand.
Oh, don't give me that. You really think I could just drop this?
Thank you, Junpei, for pursuing this. I hate it when people are like, it's fine. It's probably nothing. All right, let's move on. Clearly, clear plot point there.
What is this experiment you were talking about?
It's the whole dramatic irony bullshit.
You promise you won't tell anyone?
Oh, music stopped. Yeah, sure, of course. Anything.
Cross my heart.
If it means that you won't cross my heart with a fucking axe blade, then sure. I'll cross it with my finger.
Really?
I can trust you, right?
Yes.
Of course you can.
Okay then, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what happened on this ship 9 years ago.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait. On this ship?
Junpei's like, what the hell is happening? There's a mummy, it's frozen and the ice won't melt. It's an experiment on the ship. Oh, my brain can't handle all this. Junpei's fucking going insane over here. Everyone knows so much shit and he just knows jack fucking all.
This ship, it was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing. Communicating through these fields that you can't see.
The whole telepathy thing that we talked about with Lotus, right.
Fields that you can't see?
Like, think about this. This is John, right? But is he really John?
It looks more like McCartney if you ask me.
Huh?
At least the face. And the hairstyle.
Isn't this like Locke's socks? Or the ship of Theseus?
Ship of Theseus, I guess that's the original one. I prefer the Millennium Falcon because I'm a fucking nerd.
You don't know? You haven't heard of those paradoxes?
I mean, the Ship of Theseus, if the Ship of Theseus is what I think it is, it's not really a paradox, it's more so a thought experiment.
No?
Really? Okay, well pay attention then. This is how Locke's socks works.
Lock socks works, lock socks works, lock socks works, lock socks works. Jesus fucking Christ.
Let's say I've got a pair of socks. They're my favorite socks.
Right.
One of them gets a hole in it. What would you do if
Terrible.
that was your sock, Junpei?
It looks kind of like a mouth, like a fucking demon sea creature coming to eat you. If I had a hole in my sock, honestly, I'd probably throw it away.
Well, I'd pitch it, I guess.
But it's your favorite pair of socks.
It's a pair of socks! I have like 50 of them!
Come on, who loves their socks that much?
I love how Jupiter's like, come on! This is ridiculous! All these crazy people running around murdering each other. What the fuck is happening?
It doesn't matter. Just suppose you do love them that much.
Alright, yeah, then you're gonna go ahead and replace it. The Ship of Theseus is a much better example, if I had to guess.
Well,
Than a fucking
I guess
sock.
then I'd patch it.
But what if another hole opens?
I'd add another patch, I suppose.
What if another hole opened after that?
Yes, we got it.
Another patch, I guess?
Well, let's say you just keep adding new patches. Until eventually, the original cloth of the sock is totally gone. Once you get to that point, can you really say they're the same socks you started with?
Well, that's tough.
In the case of a sock, no, it's a fucking sock. But in the case of a ship, yeah, a ship is more than the sum of its parts. It's the actual identity of it.
So that's the lock socks thing?
Yeah, the ship of Theseus is a lot like it.
So probably a much
The
better
ship of
analogy.
Theseus. If you keep fixing the damaged parts of a ship, eventually it ends up with none of the parts it started with. Can you really say that ship is the same one you started with?
Well, I mean, in the case of John, he still has his head and the heart. His head and heart, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure across, like, all cultures, those are, like, the two things that represent, like, the mind and the soul, so I think you're good on that one.
And what if you took all the old parts
There we
from
go.
the first ship and built another one somewhere else? Then which ship is the real ship of Theseus?
The one with the new parts, because it's the ship's identity, not the parts.
The one you repaired, or the one you built with all the original parts? Hey, do you think it's the same?
What's the same?
These guys. Is this John, or is it Lucy now?
He still has the head and the heart. He's fine. And an arm.
John's head and heart are both his, but apart from those and a single arm, the rest of his body was once Lucy's.
We're just like these mannequins. Think about it. The cells in our body change every day. Old ones die and new ones are born.
Well, yeah, but, like, the cells in your brain don't actually do that.
Maybe part of my arm is made of stuff from a fish I ate once.
Not maybe, it definitely
Or
is.
maybe part of your right side is made from a cow you ate.
Yeah.
If you take it a little further, those cows and fishes are made from something else too, right? That's
Yes.
how we're all connected.
Yeah, but this is a bit of a stretch going from everything comes from, you know, the recycling of materials through the through the carbon cycle to telepathy.
Through fields that can't be seen with the naked eye.
It's a bit of a stretch, don't you think?
Hey, what the hell is taking you two so long? How long are you gonna make me wait?
Well, the thing is, Seven knows so much about the gigantic, I doubt that he wouldn't know about these supposed experiments, so that would imply to me that that these experiments were very secretive and the Clover had some kind of involvement with them?
We don't have time to screw around.
Ruining the moment.
Oh? What were you two doing? Was this some sort of secret meeting?
Maybe.
No, it wasn't. We were just
Just...
playing with the mannequins.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse, to be honest with you.
Let's go, Junpei.
playing with mannequins, huh? Didn't know you were into that kind of thing,
You're a dick.
Honestly, that's what I would say if I was 7 there.
All right, I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool?
You don't need to keep asking, just do it, all right?
Yeah, 7's cool. He's kind of a,
Fine
you
then.
know, he's a bit, he's straightforward. I like that. Now the thing here is, do we have that now? Yes, okay, we are done. We have the thing, which means that now, well, we've already done the novel bits, so now we just have to go to the next room and go from there. Fantastic.
All right, let's get going.
Hey, man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more happy, you know, get a little excited?
Yeah.
Not really.
And yeah, but the thing about Santa and 7 killing Snake.
My brother might be dead. I'm going to be next.
Like hell I can. Not after hearing something like that.
Yeah. Alright, we're on. So the interesting bit here is that, and he's about to say a line, so.
There too, huh? Every door in this place is locked up tight.
And we're now in the story bit? Yeah, okay, so we can move on now. But yeah, what is interesting is that, shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Junpei, 7. Yeah, okay, so about 7 and Santa killing Snake. The numbers add up, and I remember that when I was, you know, running the calculations, they were a pair that came up as possibly being able to open the door. And so I was thinking about it, and I did rationalize that probably the only person there who could actually, physically force Snake into that room would be Seven, because we know that, at least from Snake's own admission, he's actually a pretty decent fighter, despite being blind. So really the only way you would be able to, he seems like a quick and nimble type. So in order to get him in there, you should probably just have to do it through brute strength, and I think Snake would be the only one to have that. I mean, maybe Ace, but nah, I don't think so. I think it would have to be Seven, and I guess Santa makes sense. He does seem like a bit of a little shit, doesn't he? Alright, let's go to the chart room now. So now, how is that going to change our interactions here? We're here. And yeah, so the path that we've gone down is marked in green, goes through here, here, here. So yeah, essentially in order to get the good ending, we need to go through this whole thing. Okay, so now we should just go through these 2 escape rooms, and boom, we get the good ending, hopefully. So let's get to it. Okay, so first up, check out the map of the world. This map looks weird. What is it? It's a map of the world, but with the Atlantic Ocean in the middle. Oh, right, they're Japanese. This probably looks weird because you're not used to seeing it that way. Yep, Clover's now depressed because she saw Snake's dead body. Understandable. Left drawer. Let's have a look. Nothing. Pretty empty desk. My brother's desk looked a lot like this. Because he couldn't see, he never put stuff on it that he didn't need. Damn, that's... What am I supposed to say to that? Poor kid. It is interesting, the whole experiment thing being brought up. And the fact that Snake and Clover don't really look much alike. And I mean, it's possible that they're not really siblings, right? Pocket watch. Right, I forget what that's for.
Oh, pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
Oh, okay, so we got a voiced conversation right off the bat.
Hey, man. What are you doing over in this room?
All right, because this is when he actually pulls out the paper from our pocket and figures out that we cheated. Got it. Now the question is, how's that going to factor in with any of these of previous conversations, right? Because if I'm guessing that's what we got to do, that's this key, then it's got to have something to do with the previous conversations we've had.
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the 2 of you. Is there a problem?
No.
Well, not a problem, but...
That's a lie. I wanted to get rid of Ace. I sent him to the wheelhouse at the beginning for a reason. I wanted to talk to Clover alone.
Oh.
There's something I want to ask her. And I don't want anyone to overhear us.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then I'll gladly restart. I just didn't know that's what Junpei had in mind. Got it. But yeah, that is new. Got it. Okay, so the pocket watch. Okay. Pocket watch. She sure hasn't been saying much. She just keeps looking at the floor. She seems kind of sad.
Oh, pocket watch. Oh, I just thought I'd come check up.
Yeah, there is. You checked on us. Now get out of here. We split this stuff up for a reason, all right?
Okay, Junpei, you're being a bit of a dick right now.
That's a lie. We didn't have to split up the work. I just want to talk to Clover alone. That's why I sent Ace to the wheelhouse.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not doing that fucking response. No, I'm not gonna be a fucking dick to Ace. You could have been like, yeah, there's a problem. We gotta like. I don't want to be a dick to Ace. Ace is a nice guy. We still do need to talk to Clover though. That's definitely a thing. Where are we? Alright, so pocket watch. Ah, damn it, I've already seen that. So yeah, we'll choose the second option because it seems like they both lead to Rome,
Hey,
after
man.
all.
What?
Oh, I just...
Well, not a problem.
That's a lie. I sent him to the wheelhouse at the beginning for a reason. I wanted to talk to... There's something I want to ask her.
Right, okay.
I don't want anyone to overhear us.
Right, about the experiment. She seemed very secretive about
I'm
that.
pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's anyone else around.
So just,
I'm a little desperate to send him back. Quick. He has to leave.
It's fine, he will. You know, just...
Oh, I see. Of course. I apologize for the intrusion.
See?
Well, best of luck.
He can read social cues.
What was that about? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, no, it's not like that.
Oh my god, his voice actor is so good.
What's it like then?
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story.
Oh no, it's definitely
I
like
didn't
that
get
if
a
you
chance
ask
to
me.
ask you about it until now.
What story?
About the experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room? You
Alright.
said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm just not in the mood, okay?
Right.
You understand, right? I keep thinking about my brother.
Her voice actress is really good, but I knew her
I
from
can't
before this game.
stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother?
From what we've gathered, it would appear Seven and Santa.
I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it. I promise.
Okay, so we actually get to hear her thought process on this whole thing.
So, Junpei, who do you think did it?
Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them.
Right.
You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors, and if you subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out.
Okay, so now we actually get to hear her thought process
Who
beforehand.
could have opened door 3 with Snake? Well, really, who and who, or who and who?
Or who and who. There could be 4, remember that.
You mean it could have been 4 people?
Well, technically it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Right, then it would have to be Seven and Santa.
Okay, got it. Let's do that then.
Then who do you think it could be?
Super bracelet numbers added to 2, give a digital root of 3. That would be Santa and 7.
Would it be Santa and 7? The digital root for Snake, Santa, and 7 is 3. Wait, hold on.
Yep.
Are Santa and 7 the killers?
Quite possibly, that's the theory we have right now. Assuming it was only 2 people, which as of right now I'm not sure why you would only have to be 2 people, but it seems like Clover has some kind of evidence for that. But yeah, under that assumption, it makes sense.
Well, I thought about it, and...
Convenient that neither of them are in this room right now, because, you know, they can't overhear us. I mean, if Ace overhears that, I don't really care. He's a good guy. Probably.
That's what I thought.
He might be a murderer. Who knows?
Santa and 7. If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works.
Right, but what makes you so sure it couldn't have been 3 or maybe even 4 people?
Hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early to be jumping to conclusions?
Well, no. If she does have some kind of proof that it was 2 people, then it is undeniably those 2.
Well, all I said is that those 2 would have been able to open door 3 with your brother.
Because we found bracelet number 0, we know that's in the captain's quarters, still on the captain's hand. There's no one, no one has access to bracelet number 0, meaning that, they can, it has to, you have to add up people properly. You can't be like, oh, I have the bracelet number 0, so I was able to get through it through the magic of bullshit.
There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities?
Great job, Junpei.
Are you
Great
saying
analysis.
you think that it was 3 or 4 people?
I'm saying that it's possible, but you seem very sure against that, so I'd like to hear your reasoning on that.
I really don't think that's likely.
Why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Yeah, here.
Right, it's just a simple probability-wise, yeah.
What's this?
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people. These 8 combinations are the only possible ones.
Right. So 1, 3, 6. That would be okay. So we have Ace, Santa, and June. Then Ace, Clover, and me. I didn't do it, so we can discard that one. Clover, 7, and Lotus. Again, I don't think it was Lotus. I mean, we can instantly discard any ones that have the number 5 in them because I was here. I know I'm not here. And we can likely also discard the ones that have 4 because, you know, I don't think that's, you know, what Clover would do. So the only other possible ones are 1, 3, 6 and 1, 3, 7, 8.
Oh, I see.
Junpei,
Yeah?
I can trust you, right?
Yes.
Of course. Why would you need to ask that?
Snake is my favorite character. I wouldn't kill him for the world.
Really?
Yeah.
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
Yes, and we can also get rid of your numbers. Probably. Probably. Not ruling anything out, but yes, going under the assumption that you wouldn't kill your own brother, and that he is your own brother. Yes, we can eliminate those two.
Just cross them out. And you should take off yours too. The ones with 4.
So, what does that leave?
A and E.
So, in either case... So, regardless of what combination... So, I actually think we came to this conclusion earlier, but I'm not sure. That Santa had to be involved because regardless of, you know, the combinations that work, assuming me and Clover can't be counted, must include Santa. So Santa is dirty, either way, regardless of which combination you use. Then the difference is that if you use more than 2, you need to have Ace in there, and then it's the choice between 7 and Lotus or June. Lotus definitely get me murderous vibes, so I'm not surprised there. June, I don't really like her, but I don't think she's a fucking murderer. I mean, there's also the fact that it's Ace, you know? And Ace is way too good of a boy.
Wait, it can't be A.
Yeah, it can be, Junpei. Stop thinking with your dick.
Why?
Because June's in that one.
Yeah, he's thinking fucking...
There's
oh my
no
God.
way in hell she'd do something like that.
I mean, probably not. It doesn't seem like her. But you can't rule it out. Honestly, I'd be more surprised to see Ace going around killing people.
Are you sure?
I'd bet my life on it.
Bet that you might lose.
Okay then. I can cross off A too, right?
Maybe she's the axe murderer or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, what have we got left?
E.
Do you know what this means?
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, that does seem very unlikely. And again, whoever's working together must be able to unlock door 9, right? And this combination leaves us at 7 plus 8 is 15. Plus 3 plus 1, that's 19. That leaves us at a digital root of 1. So, yeah. And in fact, all of these should, because it's, you know, 2. So, yeah. If that group were working together, they wouldn't be able to get out of the last door. So it makes it unlikely that they'd, you know, work together on that. As for 7 and Santa, I mean, there's just a group of 2, so they definitely need someone else, but I'm pretty sure they both can get through the door. The question is, what's the motive? That's still what's egging me on here. Like, I understand, like, the method, the opportunity, it's all there, but the motive just isn't clear to me.
Do you think that's likely?
I don't, yeah, on a statistical level, 4 just seems just way too unlikely on a statistical level, right? And then 3 is, 3 is possible, so I think we gotta still leave in June, you know?
If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious.
Yeah, if they have majority, including Ace and Seven, who are physically the two strongest people here, and Santa seems pretty athletic too, if you ask me. Yeah, you know, those 2 or 3 would be able to basically wrestle anyone in. So, honestly, if they're working, yeah, if they're being cautious, it has to mean that they're, you know, either severely outnumbered, or that they believe that someone on, you know, that there's someone on the, that isn't with them that might be able to take them on in a fight. In that case, you know, that necessitates that at least Seven or Ace, since they seem to be the 2 physically strongest, one of the 2 must be not one of the 2 can't be in the conspiracy, because then they would just be out on it. So yeah, it has to be either Seven or Ace, but there is no combination that involves Ace that doesn't involve Seven, with the exception of the first one, which I don't know why we're discarding. We shouldn't, but we are for some reason. So yeah, that one just seems unlikely. Seven and Ace working together? No. And my fucking controller. Insane.
I don't think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right?
Oh yeah, it's not just outnumber us, it's outstrength. I mean, Junpei's a fucking noodle. You and June aren't much better. And meanwhile, they have 2 buff dudes, 1 decently athletic dude, and Lotus.
Well, you do have a point.
It seems like she's probably could take any one of us 3 down.
Besides, if Ace and Seven are working together,
Yeah.
they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them.
Ace and Seven. When was that? Shower. Oh, right. You're the ones that actually went through, to find, Snake's body. Right, that makes sense. But the thing is, they might not be trying to get rid of, you know, everyone else. I don't think that's the end goal here. I feel like that motive doesn't really make much sense. If anything, the end goal would be to basically kill people who would, to make the choice at the end of who gets, because they know that at the end of the day, only 5 people can go through the final door, and those 5 people must add up to 9. So they're essentially just trying to, you know, make it so that, the possible combinations that add up to 9 include them, so that they are basically guaranteed to escape. That's my running theory on what the motive could be.
But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Well, because that might not be part of their master plan, you know?
Oh, I see.
No, you really don't, Junpei.
Anyway, I understand now.
There's a reason why it can't be Ace and Seven together, but that's definitely not it.
It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people.
3 is still a possibility, honestly. I mean, it's assuming it was 136, right? 7 can take down 7 can take down Ace, easy. Then that's, yeah, June. Fucking Clover could take down June, honestly. Okay, maybe not Clover, but I could. And then in between Clover and Lotus, yeah, they'd definitely be able to take down Santa. So, yeah, that group of 3 is a possibility. Unlikely, sure, but could be.
Yeah.
Then that means there's a good chance it was Santa and Seven.
Yes, they are the prime suspects here.
That's how it looks.
But why would they do it?
Their motive.
Have I interrupted something?
Murder talk. So you interrupted something, but not what you thought you were interrupting. Does that make sense?
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
All right, now he finds the papers. Got it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, now we just continue.
What
Business
did you
as
want to
usual.
talk about?
There was something I wanted to check.
Yeah? What's that?
If you'll excuse me.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just checking.
No, stop!
Again, fantastic
Just
voice
as I
work.
thought. What exactly are these pieces of paper hiding in your pocket?
McDonald's order receipts?
You switched them, didn't you, when we voted?
Maybe.
Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
But yeah, because I want to hang out with you, big man.
Then why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
No, I think better of you for it. But this controller keeps getting fucking disconnected. And it just did again. God damn it.
Damn.
Probably people with like... Okay, I'm just gonna go with mouse and keyboard here. Yes, wired connections will always be better then. Does mean I have to... An engine order telegraph. They use this on old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. And gear shift, well, it's a little different. The device doesn't connect directly to the engine. In short, it's a transmitter. The navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship, and it sends a signal to the engine. There's a handle on top of it, which can be moved back and forth to... Hold on. Huh? There's no handle. You're right. There isn't. It looks as though it was deliberately removed. Right, we gotta do the steering wheel first, but we gotta get the map first. Oh, we can put the, pocket watch. No, but we don't have the right time in the pocket watch, so not yet. Got it. This map looks weird. What is it? It's a map of the world, but with the Atlantic... Oh, yeah, we already had this conversation. Nothing there. Anything here? There we go. There's the map. Stack of nautical charts. Yeah, let's go over here. This room is just like the other one. Metal plates bolted over the windows. In fact, not just bolted, they've been welded on. No way in hell we're getting through any of those anytime soon. Compass behind the helm. Steering wheel. Let's see if it... Oh! Look, the steering wheel moves. So it would seem. I noticed something else as well. What's that? Well, when you move this wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? This ship, it's moving. Tricked you, didn't I? The wheel and the compass must be connected to one another somehow. Do you think that's important? Well, let's try turning it again. Right, okay, I'm gonna try to go at it from memory here. So we start in Japan, and then go south to Australia. Then southwest to Africa. Then northwest to America, New York specifically, if I remember. Then east across the ocean to Spain. Then north to England. And if that's not right, then I don't remember it. Okay, we might actually need to examine this map. Stack of nautical charts. Okay, let's take a look at this here. And the question is, which chart do we use? We need directions here. Helm. Well, steering wheel might be a more appropriate term. A compass. That appears to be broken, however. You see, the glass cover has been smashed to pieces. This isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside of them. Okay, so that's useless. What about this? What's this? Some kind of display? It looks a little like an electronic scoreboard. I imagine it was added recently. Nothing really helpful here. Shelves are lined with books. Let's see what's in this blue. Something written on it. Ship's log. Okay, ship's log. Got it. And just to check, we've got our, what is the button for the flow? Is it bottom? Yes. Okay, so yeah, we've got the key here. So let's, actually, if we've got the key here, then that I think means we can just go ahead and move on to the next, right? No point staying here and wasting time. Let's head over here. Captain's quarters. Yeah. And just to make sure we don't actually need to complete the room for the key to register, right? Nope, seems good. Okay, so now we just need to do this escape room, and then, I guess then, yeah, we'll see how that plays out afterwards. Now, first of all, we need the music box. That's the table over here. After that, I believe there should be a screwdriver somewhere. Actually, first we can just set up the monitor. Bunch of weird buttons on here. Probably switch what you see on the screens. Do you know how to work this thing? Why don't we just press one of these? Like this one. Oh, I guess it does change the... What the hell is this? Yeah, okay, so 0, the whole thing. Yeah, makes sense.
Huh. Z-E-R-O, huh?
Okay, here we go. This is
Like
one of
he's
them.
making fun of us. What do you think?
Nothing.
What about him? Do you think that's really 0?
Well, I mean, he is 0. Probably not the 0, but 0.
There's no way that's him.
He's the, you know, he's got the 0 bracelet.
Didn't I tell you already? 0 is one of us.
Again, that seems unlikely.
Yeah. Right. Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's no way that man could be 0.
Huh?
Yeah. Because 0 was alive at the beginning of the game. So, yeah, no one could have gone through here to kill him because no one had access to the key that led into this room. You would need to have one of the... I think this was the Earth key or the Sun key, one of the two.
Don't you get it? The letters that spell 0 on the TV screen, the captain's clothes he's got on, and of course, the bracelet with a 0 on it. It's too obvious. Look, this is 0 right here. This dead body is 0. Isn't that kind of fishy?
You're right. Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that.
No, that's not the point.
You're an idiot sandwich, I guess.
I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work. I'm sure they didn't think it would work. Which makes me wonder.
You gonna read that final line? What are they...
I think this is a challenge. A challenge from the person who's really behind all of this. He's making fun of us.
Right.
Don't you get it? If whoever killed this guy really wanted us to think this corpse was 0, they'd never have put a bracelet on him.
Not really. I mean... The 0 bracelet is the only thing about him that would make me think that he was actually 0. You know? Because, like, oh yeah, he's dressed in cat. I don't give a fuck. He's just some random dead guy. It's the bracelet is the fact that it's what supposedly or allegedly defines the 0.
Walking around with a 0 bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, "I did it."
Yeah, but he's not walking around with it. He was staying here.
Anyone with a brain would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything 0 is supposed to be.
An old fat dude is not everything 0 is supposed to be.
Just like we did. The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was 0 and put the bracelet on him anyway.
Right, he wants us to have the bracelet because then that will allow us to kill people and still get out. You know, kind of like what Clover did. She used the bracelet in order to be able to murder people and then escape on her own. Which, yeah, that is a thing. It's supposed to be, the bracelet is supposed to try to divide us in a sense.
Do you know why?
Why?
Like I said, he's mocking us. Too bad, suckers, this isn't 0.
No!
Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me.
Junpei, I appreciate the voice, but no, you're just being dumb here.
It's the same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. They'll just sit back and watch people run in circles.
That's not what this is.
That's really twisted. But it almost seems kind of childish.
No, I'm pretty sure the 0 bracelet is very... There's an axe. You're clearly supposed to chop off his arm and take the bracelet.
Yeah, you're right. It's really childish. It's like it's just a game to whoever this person is. That's what seems funny to me. Alright, let's get back to the point.
There we go.
Who killed this man?
I don't know.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that? If I knew anything, I would have told you.
Tell me about these experiments that you said, because this guy, I mean, he's wearing the captain's uniform. He's clearly connected to the ship in some capacity. So, and I mean, you seem to have some knowledge of these so-called experiments, but you haven't told me much about them because we got interrupted by a possible murderer. So, would you like to explain more of
I
that?
have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
We should check and see if he's got anything on him that might tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover.
Huh?
We gotta flip him over. How else are we gonna search his pockets?
You should be able to identify the time of death.
Okay, fine. Guess I'll do it. Here we go.
If you had like a thermometer or something.
Huh? Hey, it's the
zero brace.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so.
Right.
1. You escape from this ship. 2. Your heart rate reaches 0.
This heart rate did reach 0.
In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confine of the ship, or the backside of the wearer's heart rate has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
Again, it's measuring the heartbeat at the wrist. A simple tourniquet should allow you to remove it if you were being smart here.
This man. He's dead, isn't he?
What clued you in? The blood everywhere, the guts spilling out of his side onto the floor, the bloody axe, the glossed over eyes, the rigor mortis. No, it's the bracelet. Of course.
It's just I guess I didn't really think about it until right now.
Yeah, because do you see the number on that bracelet? This is actually a little known Easter egg that's supposed to represent Junpei's brain cells.
If his bracelet's off, that means he's dead.
Well, it's pretty obvious that he's dead. You don't really need to look at his bracelet to figure out that he's dead.
Thank you, Clover, for once again being one of the only reasonable people in this ship, despite being a crazy axe murderer.
Yeah. I guess you're right. It is pretty obvious. Well, he looks a lot better than the other bodies we've seen, though. You know?
I wouldn't exactly say that. I mean, at least, like, the other bodies get, like, blown to smithereens. Like, this is, like, guts. Like, I'm pretty sure that's an intestine right there.
I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he'd almost look like he was still alive.
No, he really wouldn't. Have you looked at his eyes?
I mean, I know it's kind of a messed up thing to say, but he kinda has it better, you know?
No, I can guarantee you that his death was like 50 times more painful. Like the other guys, they probably just died instantaneously, let's be honest there. This dude suffered.
Dying from a bomb going off inside of you? I mean, that's just...
Painless?
Some of Snake's bones went right through his skin.
Yeah, but I don't think he felt any of that. He's probably...
I think the explosion must have thrown him against a wall or something.
He was probably long dead before he even realized any of that.
There's a broken bone just sticking out of his left arm.
It's just a common fracture.
And,
What did you just say?
oh man, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I really don't know what I was thinking. I mean...
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
Then he had a bone sticking out of it?
Arm?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I did, but... I mean, didn't you see it too?
Of course not. I could barely look at him.
Well, that's pretty... That is fair, I will say.
There's no way I was gonna see the details. Are you sure it was his left arm?
Does he have a prosthetic? Or some kind of metal brace?
I'm pretty sure it was.
And he had a broken bone, right?
What the hell are you getting at here?
Just shut up and answer me!
Yes.
He did. It was pretty bad, too. The bone was sticking out of the arm. Clover? What's wrong?
Snake's still alive. He played us all, didn't he? Means that...
Look, I'm sorry if I said anything.
Thank you.
Huh? What are you...
He's still alive.
Thank you so much, Junpei.
Hey, what's going on with you?
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm so happy!
Why?
The body in the shower room, it isn't his! It isn't my brother!
Alright.
Huh?
It's not Snake!
Yeah, now this does beg the question, where the fuck is Snake? Because honestly, the fact that that's not Snake just makes it more suspicious if you ask me. Because that means either Snake is Zero, which I don't think is a reality you want to even consider, or he's somewhere right now doing something or other, which honestly seems quite unlikely. Like, if he's alive, he's gotta be doing something surreptitious, and honestly, I'm suspicious now.
Why on earth would you think that?
Because his left arm is... I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be talking about this.
I mean, I was about to say, hey, it's fine, he's dead, but he's not, apparently, so... This is important evidence. Spill it. This is a murder case.
But he's still alive. I'm so happy.
I'm guessing his left arm is a prosthetic or something.
I'm so glad.
Wait, his left arm? A prosthetic? Hold on 1 second. No, it can't be, right? No, his left arm can't be a prosthetic, right? No, because it's, he has his bracelet on the left arm, on his left wristband, so if wrist, not wristband. If his left arm was a prosthetic, it wouldn't be detecting any pulse, so the bracelet would have to be on his right arm. So it's not a prosthetic, he probably has, like, a metal brace instead of a bone, like maybe he, like, lost it, or, like, broke it at some point, like, shattered his bone and had to get a replacement.
Huh?
Junpei, you were right.
Huh?
Yeah, the fucking Clover.
No matter what happens, you can never lose hope.
Oh, didn't know Junpei was a fucking Danganronpa protagonist, although this is an interesting turn of events. I mean, should have seen this coming. Snake has the power of the almighty Ahoge on his side. He wouldn't die that easily.
You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck.
That's...
He just made that up on the spot.
I only made it here because you gave me this. I was suspicious of everybody, and I was angry and miserable.
So, this means you're not gonna murder everyone with an axe, right? Good.
But because I had this 4-leaf clover, because of what you said to me...
Yeah, I know. I'm great, aren't I?
Thank you so much, Junpei.
Oh, if you really want to thank somebody, you should be thanking Santa.
Santa? Why?
Well, he was the one who gave me that thing. And the words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Oh.
Don't reveal your tricks, Junpei. You got it right where...
Huh?
Oh, she's pacing around the room. I can hear it in my earphones.
Did Santa really tell you those things?
That's a new sprite I haven't seen. I don't think we've ever seen this sprite from her, actually.
Yeah, he did.
Looks kind of weird, doesn't it?
Did I, say something wrong?
Yeah, you kind of lied through your teeth there.
Not at all. In fact, this could be really good news, I think.
You think?
Santa knew about the words and the clover.
Yeah.
The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
So Santa was a test subject at that experiment you were talking about. You knew about it because you had some kind of experiment, right? Interesting. The thing is, I mean, that could just be an actual thing, you know?
Subjects.
Unless they made that
the
up.
Other people who were in the experiment 9 years ago, with my brother and me.
Okay, so Snake was in the experiment. Good to know. So, Clover and Snake confirmed, and then Santa as well. That is interesting. How does he tie into those two?
But he's blind, and I was part of the Nevada test group.
Nevada?
So neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
True, I guess.
Whoa. Okay, time out. Let's just calm down for a second, okay?
Yeah, let's tackle the whole secret experiment thing first into like telepathy or some bullshit, and then we can talk about theories.
Start from the top. Don't start with the end and then jump to the middle. You gotta start with 1 and then move to 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. If you don't tell me stuff in the right order, I'm never gonna be able to figure it out.
Well, yeah, because Junpei has like 0 brain cells.
All right, let's start with this experiment. What happened on this boat 9 years ago?
Do you know about morphogenetic fields?
Right, that's what we were talking about with Lotus? Yeah, it was Lotus. Essentially, the kind of collective unconscious theory, you know?
Morphogenetic fields.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
I think Lotus mentioned something like that.
Yeah, she did.
Telepathy, huh? Well, that's not really it, but I suppose it's similar.
So they were testing telepathy on this ship?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what exactly did they have you guys do?
The same thing that we're doing now. Exactly the same thing.
The numbered doors and escape rooms?
What?
The nonary game. 9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada, and the game started.
And you only saw fit to share this information now because wow. So let me get this straight. We are trapped in a death game, and you hadn't told anyone about anything. Jesus Christ, this is, oh my God.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't get it.
Yeah, no, I know you don't. Just shut up so she can explain.
What do the nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. You know how sometimes when you're up against a really tough problem, and then the answer just kind of pops in your head? That's an epiphany.
Right.
And what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death. And someone did actually die. A girl.
Huh.
She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her, but...
And you didn't see fit to talk about any of this, apparently.
I did hear her name. Her name was...
If you say Alice, I will flip. I was about to say I'm going to end the stream, but I'm not going to do that because it's definitely going to be Alice.
Oh, my apologies. I seem to have disturbed you.
Ace. Every single fucking time.
You two must have strong stomachs. I can't imagine how you could stay in this room for so long.
Oh, we're doing detective work on the body. Don't worry about it.
At any rate, Junpei, would you be so kind as to come and help me with something? I'm having a little trouble, and I could really use your assistance.
Of course.
Come on. It'll only take a moment.
All right.
I want Ace to hear us. We can talk about this later.
Okay, so instead of grabbing an axe and going to murder people, she's instead gonna talk to me. Wow, this is a noticeable improvement.
Hey, wait!
Junpei, What are you doing in there? Hurry up.
I want to play with the body. Mannequins just weren't enough. Okay, well, let's, I believe that should be... Oh, that was that key, actually. Oh, because that key is, like, corresponds to that room. Got it. So we need one more key, which I'm not sure how we're gonna be getting here. But let's try it out. Hey, so look, it's a model of a steam... Oh, God. How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? Right, we're back to Junpei being in idiot land. Looks as though the drawer is the only thing that's locked. I don't see a keyhole, though. An electric lock, perhaps. Take a look at the left side of the drawer. Yeah, some cables over there. That must mean... Hey, what's this? Blank, there's nothing written on it. Right, because we need to get the Morse code message. In order to do that, we need the tools to take apart the music box. All right, the screwdriver ought to make short work of this music box. Yep, we got the cylinder. Next up, we need, yep, the ink. So ink with the cylinder. I guess I'll put the ink on the cylinder. Dirty cylinder. Cylinder and paper. I just gotta roll the cylinder across a piece of paper. And if I'm right, the ink should... Okay, so Morse code chart. Got it. And now I just gotta input this code into the machine, right? Alright, I've got the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. Do it right, something will happen. I hope. Alright, let's give it a shot. Also, the code also happens to mean 35 equals 0, which is equals Z, which is supposed to like be a hint for the thing. In case you know Morse code, it's actually a hint for what you're supposed to do with the to get the code on the door. How do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dot. The last one, and yes. Excellent work, Junpei. Good job. You seem to have figured it out. You've unlocked the drawer. Okay, fantastic. Let's see what we got. Oh, right, the book.
Looks like there's something on the cover.
This is what we're going to be talking about now.
Allice.
And you're going to recognize this, of course.
All ice. Alice. Does this mean... What the hell is this?
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Yep, because that's where the mummy originally was from.
Can you read them?
Of course.
Nah.
I can't. What would make you think I could?
Because Junpei's a fucking idiot.
What the hell? Whoa, the whole thing's like that. Huh? What's this? Oh, a key card.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library, then.
The library. The force of knowledge. Okay. So then in this situation, we're actually going to be the ones heading down to the library instead. Got it.
So it would seem.
Bottom deck library.
And bottom deck, right, that makes sense. Right underneath the navel of the ship. That's where Alice is being held.
Oh. 7 said something like...
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic.
So we have to go through the library in the bottom deck, and that will leave us right at the bottom of the ship. Yeah, bottom middle of the ship, where we will find Alice in her coffin.
Beneath the navel mean the bottom deck? And the forest of knowledge is the library?
Well, beneath the navel just means... Yeah.
Then could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
Took him a while to figure out, but he got there eventually.
What's wrong? Something on your mind?
So yeah, now that we actually know where Alice is being held, we can, yeah, we can, fucking go and find her, which I guess that's going to be part of the ending. I'm not sure how that's going to factor into anything.
Yeah.
Seems like
I just remembered something.
Is that so? What about?
Well, don't laugh, okay?
The Egyptian priestess and Ice 9. Interesting.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster? They called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Allice.
Right.
And she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain.
the same guy who purchased that gigantic and then hid it here. We all know.
According to Seven, this ship is where he hid Allice.
And you think that he hid her in a small room beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah, I came to that conclusion, like, a while ago, but sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a theory.
It's a right theory, but sure. Theory.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
CAS?
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter.
Cryogenic freezing?
Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals.
Okay.
Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane.
Right, that makes sense. I suppose the way you could get around it is first get the water out of the cells. Not all of it, obviously, but...
CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form.
So the water just freezes on in a pattern, so it's kind of like the exact opposite of Ice 9. Whereas Ice 9 is a sort of more stable version of ice. This is like Ice 0, and it's like shit. You know, like it would melt instantly if it wasn't at super low temperatures. But it also means that it's not crystallizing, which means that the size isn't growing.
It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process.
Right.
Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
Turns out we go down to the fucking library and it's not Alice, it's fucking Walt Disney in there. Like that would be a plot twist and a half, let me tell you.
What do you mean, other things?
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Right, cryogenic freezing. Everyone's heard of it.
Space travel? Are you serious?
Surely you've heard of suspended animation. Cryogenic freezing? It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films.
I love science fiction so much.
People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
Whoa, wait a minute there. Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that CAS thing?
Yeah, see, the issue there is that Alice was alive during the time of the Egyptians, meaning that I highly doubt they had access to advanced magnet technology able to super cool something so fast that not even ice can form. And then she would then melt, because what keeps ice from instantly melting is the fact that the water crystals are held together. I mean, that the water molecules are held together in a crystalline structure that's very strong. Ice 9 is an even stronger structure, which means it takes even more energy to break it apart. But if the CAS thing would imply that no ice crystals are forming, which means that the water would just be able to unfreeze itself without having to break the hydrogen bonds between the crystals.
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If the special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and CAS were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
See, but the thing is, right? She wouldn't have had that technology back during her day. And, the concepts of CAS and Ice 9 are completely at odds with each other. Because the concept of Ice 9 is ice that has an even you know, stronger and more robust crystalline structure, thus preventing it from melting at room temperature. But the concept of CAS is freezing water so quickly that no crystalline structure ever forms, meaning that those two things should be mutually exclusive.
Well, I can't say for sure, of course.
And if they aren't, and the game actually does go through with this and doesn't explain it, I'm calling fucking bullshit.
I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right?
Right, that's above room temperature in most situations.
If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature.
That's nuts. Are you really saying she could have defrosted and started walking about?
You're quite right. It does sound unbelievable. But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
Are you saying that Alice killed him? Again, it seems unlikely, considering the fact that in order for her to get into this room, she would need to have the, I don't remember if it was Earth or Sun key, but it was one of those two. So she, you know, without the key, she wouldn't have been able to get in here.
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
Yes. He was dead when we found him. Clearly, he was murdered.
The only person who could have murdered him was, because, like, the body hadn't started decomposing yet, which means that he was killed recently. And, you know, the only person who had access to this room would have been Zero while he was setting up his whole bullshit thing. You know, Alice, without the key, she wouldn't be able to, get to him.
But if he was murdered, then by whom?
By Zero.
It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible.
Please explain.
In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1.
Yeah.
That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1.
Thank you. Yes. So how do you propose Alice would have gotten in here?
Who was it that opened that door?
Santa and Lotus.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter. Who else then could have done so?
So you're saying that Santa and Lotus unlocked the Earth door, then buggered off. Then Alice got de-thawed, showed the fuck up, went through the number door, killed this guy with an axe that she got somewhere, and then just fucked off, and we've never seen her? What is she, some kind of fucking, like... I mean, she's a mummy, not a fucking, like... fucking... professional stealth. That sounds like fucking Metal Gear all up in this shit. Like she's hidden in that fucking, like, cabinet down there. Like, what? And not to mention the fact that in order to open the number doors, you need bracelets. And she doesn't have a bracelet, meaning that she couldn't have gotten through the number door.
Nobody. After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June.
Oh my god.
Then we returned to the large hospital room and found Ace, 7, and Clover. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, 7, and Clover had stayed behind. But it's impossible for those three to open door 1. But what about when June and I took the elevator to door 2? No, still won't work. We were only gone 5 minutes. No human being could have run to the captain's quarters, killed that guy in there, and run back that fast.
I don't know, Santa seems pretty quick.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer.
I concur. It would have also been impossible for Alice.
That being the case, who could have killed him?
Not Alice. It's more likely that someone... It is more likely that someone actually ran through, did 2 escape rooms, and murdered a guy in a span of 5 minutes than for Alice to have done it.
Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors.
Are you saying there's a secret entrance to this room that ties to the library?
The numbered door would mean nothing to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Yeah, but the thing with Alice is that if she's been frozen this whole time, she doesn't know the ship.
Then you're saying the killer was Alice?
Well, this is all only one possible theory.
All ice. Is she really somewhere on the ship? Maybe this card will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge.
Yeah, we gotta go
A
through
big
there.
mystery. What could be there beyond the Forest of Knowledge? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now. I'll come back to this later.
Yeah, that we will. Alright, that was interesting. Unique key. Got it. And is that... Are we done here? We are done here, and we have unlocked the other pathway. Okay, so let's just skip forward to the novel then. And let's see this ending.
All right, let's go. That's the next door. Wait, a piece of paper. This is... Map
Oh,
of
right, the map.
ship's interior for ADEC.
What's wrong?
I found a map for this floor.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I should keep this, though.
Yep.
Hey, where's Clover? Damn it, what the hell is she up to?
She...
Clover!
Huh?
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? What the hell is that?
She's got the bracelet.
What?
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? This is... a note.
A note?
Yeah, I found it in the pocket of the guy with the captain's clothes.
Okay, this is new dialogue. Fantastic.
It said something about the darkness of the sinister hand or something.
Darkness of the sinister hand. More riddles.
Let me see it.
No, not right.
Hey, Junpei, Clover! What are you two doing? Hurry up!
We're busy.
He's getting mad. I'll show it to you later, all right?
Okay.
Come on, we gotta hurry.
Can you turn around real quick? I just gotta do an axe check to make sure you don't have a fucking bloody axe that you're gonna use to fucking lop my arm off.
From the look of that pocket, it doesn't particularly look like just a note.
Yeah, she's got the bracelet. That makes sense.
What are you thinking? For crying out loud.
Well, the bracelet is a useful tool, though. You can't blame her.
The big stairs. Huh. So this is where it ends up. Just like it says on the map.
Yep.
Ace, did he head down?
Yeah, and we should be able to meet with everyone here.
There he is.
Look, the 4 others are there too.
Really?
Let's join them. Jumpy, Clover,
What's up?
we found it.
Found what?
The 9th
We
door.
found it.
What did you find?
It!
The last door. We found door 9.
Her voice actress is really the worst in this game. It really is.
What?
Come on, just follow us. We'll explain on the way.
Okay. Well, if that's the case...
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
No.
Jumpy.
No. We're not going to that fucking door. We've got the mystery of a fucking mummy curse to uncover, okay? Now, I know this might sound crazy, and you're like, dude, we got like 2 hours left. Let's get the fuck out of here before we all die. What are you talking about? You're going crazy. I'm like, no. 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 I'm going to see that fucking mummy.
We finally made it.
Yeah, it's finally time. We've reached the end.
But something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door.
Right.
7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind.
So we're not going to bring up the whole thing about Snake possibly being alive?
2 people. Is there a way?
4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
Hey, Junpei! June! What the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Let's go, Jumpy.
Yeah.
Let's see, and I'm guessing along the way... Right, and so Clover doesn't want to split up and go with the other
I know
three.
I told you I'd explain it earlier, but honestly, there ain't much to explain.
So yeah, Clover wanted to go the other way because that other way, you know, Clover wanted to go check out the other door, not because she actually wanted to go check out the other door, but because it was her opportunity to kill the other two. Now she's not going through with her murder plot, which means we actually get to progress with the story here.
After we split off from you guys, the four of us got into the elevator on the left, and that took us to the other side of the grate. After that, we headed down another hallway.
Right.
It took us toward the bow and eventually to the number 6 that you two found earlier. We opened it and kept going. There was another locked door behind it, like usual, but this time we had to complete 2 different areas before we could unlock it.
Yeah.
Once we were through that door, there was another hallway that went the other direction, toward the stern.
So, on your way, you found the elevator.
That's right.
So, in other words, you kinda did a lap, huh? You came from that side to this side.
Yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
Where's the number 9 door?
Over here. Follow me.
Sure.
By the way, you know, it's because of Santa that we're all here right now.
Really now? Wow! I wonder why he seems so experienced with the Gnome game.
That all 7 of us are going to door 9.
What?
You don't get it? Santa, 7, and Lotus. What's their digital route?
9. It's 9.
Yeah.
That's right. They could have just left me behind and kept going if they'd wanted to.
I suppose.
But they didn't.
Yes, because Santa wouldn't let them.
Who are the other ones, actually? 7, 8... Yeah, okay. 8 I expect. 7, that wasn't what I expected, but... Seems like Santa's a good guy, after all.
He said we can't leave June and the others behind.
He specifically said June.
That's why we went looking for you guys.
And then you got on the elevator and went back to the central staircase.
That's right.
Well, I wouldn't have called that one. That Santa would be the one to stick up for you, I mean.
Yeah, he seems like a good guy. I had him pegged as a decent person.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't mean that 7 and Lotus said they wanted to leave me behind. We were just talking about it, and Santa objected to it first.
Is that so?
We're here.
So, is this...
Yeah.
There's no other place for us to go.
Nope. Just look around. There's a big old iron wall at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
The other hallways on the left and right are blocked by metal grates.
I see.
All right, let's get moving.
Oh.
Fucking chapel?
No way. The 9 door.
Question is... Where does this fucking lead? This is a fucking chapel. I don't think this is the way
We're
out.
finally here.
Unless this is some, like, Dante's Inferno shit, you know, like you gotta go down through the chapel to get down to hell, and that's how you actually come out in heaven.
No doubt about it. This is door 9.
There are 9 circles in hell, so it could actually be a Dante's Inferno metaphor. Yeah, see.
Oh, finally! This is the last.
Junpei, look behind you.
Behind? What? Why? A door and a 9. There's another one?
Ah, yep. But there's a coffin! There's a fucking coffin right there! And you're just getting... Oh my fucking god, Junpei. Yeah, okay, so there's 2 number 9 doors. So yeah, we could have actually all gotten out. Wonderful.
Hey, what the hell? What the hell is going on here? There's a red there too. That means... And of course it won't open. But why? Why the hell are there 2 doors?
Do you think perhaps one is the right door and the other is the wrong one?
Maybe.
I don't know about that. It seems unlikely.
But in all the other cases, yeah, it's just been you can go through both and they eventually meet up, so... I feel like it's just one group goes through one, the other goes through the other.
What makes you say so?
Well, think about all the rooms we've been through so far. They're full of puzzles, but there are always hints about how to solve them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there aren't any rooms where we just had to go with our best guess and leave it to instinct to solve the puzzle.
Well, yeah, but there might be a hint in here, you know?
Do you really think that at the very end of the game, Zero's going to suddenly throw in something that depends entirely on luck?
Then you're saying there's some sort of hint in this room?
No, I don't think there's a hint anywhere in here.
Why
I
not?
searched it very well when I was in here before.
No frozen body in the coffin, by any
I didn't find
chance?
anything that might have been a hint, though.
Because this would certainly classify as a small
That
room.
means
Yeah, both of these are the right door. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
True.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Yeah, that is, plurality neutral, I guess?
So if there are
I
two
don't know how to-
number
I don't
9
know.
doors, if we split it up right,
That's not gonna work. You've got a notebook and a pen, right? Can I borrow them?
yeah, here.
We need Snake, right?
Look at this. You get it? The numbers on the top are all the combinations with digital roots of 9. The numbers on the bottom are the people who don't fit.
Wow, that is truly astounding. It's almost as if Snake was here. We could all go through the number. Wow, who would have thunk it?
There's only 8 possibilities if we split up into 2 groups of 3 or 4 people. So...
If 3 people go through the door, then 4 are left behind. If 4 go through, then 3 are left behind, right?
yeah.
No way.
Come to think of it, what is this room?
But why do we have to go 4 and 3? We have the 0th bracelet. Not Lotus. Clover has it with her. It's possible then we could actually split up 5-2, as long as the people who are grouped. Here, let me just quickly run this calculation. What's the here? Okay, so we have the 0 bracelet. Me. Oh no. So 0 bracelet, me, and Clover. That gives us 9. So we can go through one other door. That leaves then Ace, not Snake, Santa, June, Lotus. No, 7 and Lotus. No, it still doesn't work. Even if we use the 0th bracelet in order to split up 5-2, we still can't get through. We're 2 off. It's physically impossible for us to get out of here, all of us, without Snake's help. No one would have happened to, like, snag his bracelet back when we were, past door 3 in the shower room. No? Because that would have been helpful.
It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony.
Yeah.
But what kind?
Maybe to, like, revive Allice?
That an altar? A coffin? No, it couldn't possibly be.
Thing is, we haven't passed through the fucking forest of knowledge. Now, as for the symbols here, that's the Venus symbol with the horns becomes the Mercury symbol with the dot. I am not sure what that becomes, and I don't know what this one is.
Okay, I give up. I give up. I figured if we sat around here long enough, someone would volunteer. But I guess nobody's got the guts to do it.
What are you talking about?
What? You guys didn't figure it out yet? Fine. Let me enlighten you. Clover was mostly right with her little explanation earlier, but she missed something.
Snake's bracelet?
She wasn't really wrong. She just... screw it. Let me just write it out. If you're trying to leave with a group of 3 and a group of 4 and get everybody out, Clover's right. But there's another way. Only one combination, though. If you split us up into groups of 3, 3, and 1, you can make this combination.
Right.
This means...
Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to copy Ace.
Yeah, he was very dramatic there. But you're an idiot, okay? You are a fucking idiot. We have time. We have 90 minutes. Let's run back up, go through door 3, get Snake's bracelet, bim bada boom, we're out. We're all out. We're all out. We don't have to go through this sacrificial bullshit. We can just be smart about this. Like normal, rational people.
Even if he hadn't been the hero back in the big hospital room, I'd still be saying the same thing.
The same thing? Are you saying?
Yeah, I am. I'll stay behind.
Why are you acting so heroic all of a sudden?
Yeah, this is interesting because now the two people who this is a very good turn of events because the two people that me and Clover were like suspecting about like being the killers and shit actually turn out to be the, like, you know, willing to possibly sacrifice themselves for everyone else.
Are you some kind of idiot? No, I am completely against this. I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna have to owe you for getting out of here.
Lotus, could you please be smart? You seem smart. Are you?
I'm against it too. I didn't want to leave Ace behind, and I don't want to leave you either.
Yeah, you got no fucking anesthetics here to like force us.
I don't like that idea. There's gotta be other options.
I disagree as well. I can't say I care much for you being the hero.
Well, there you go, 7. Proposal denied.
Get fucked.
Clover's right. There's gotta be a better way than this.
There is.
Doesn't make any sense.
Because you're not great at math, are you?
Whoa, hold on a minute. I haven't said anything yet.
Are you agreeing? You want to leave him here?
Nah, I'm against it. I don't want to leave 7 here alone.
Then I don't see how it matters.
I said alone.
You're gonna stay with him, you fucking retard?
Huh? I said I don't want to leave 7 alone.
Oh my fucking god.
What the hell are you?
What? You don't get it?
No, he's fucking retarded. Spell it out for him, Santa.
I can't leave just one person. I need 2 more. 3 people, including 7. I'll be leaving behind 3 people. That's my proposal. No, those are my orders.
Interesting.
What do you mean, orders? What the hell makes you think you can order us around? Who the hell's gonna listen to you?
You all will. In 3 seconds, you won't have a choice.
What?
3, 2, 1.
Ah!
See? I told you.
Where did you get that? Santa, I failed to see what the, I failed to see what the play is here, considering, okay, you don't want to leave 7 alone. I don't understand what the situation is. If you want to get out alive, okay, let's assume your entire motivation is you want to get out alive. Okay, we can just use 7's proposal then. What is this random ass bullshit? We're gonna leave 3 people behind. What the fuck? And could we just be smart about this? Let us go up through door 3, get Snake's bracelet. We're all out. Oh my fucking god.
Huh?
Retards. What? Every single one of you.
Why? What the hell is that?
You fucking idiot. What do you think? I just want Santa to respond. You know what it is, bitch.
The gun's from the other room.
What room?
Thank you. Thank you, 7.
The room's behind door 6. I should have known he was gonna do this. I should have taken the gun.
Well, it's too late now. fat ass.
Damn it.
Oh, it was...
Now, time for you to start following my orders.
I failed to... What's the play here? What's the play here, man?
Ace, Lotus, congratulations. I've chosen you to come with me.
Why Lotus? Ace is a good choice, but fuck Lotus.
Put your hands in the red. Hey, you deaf? I gave you an order. Right, fine. I didn't want to waste any bullets, but you guys just don't get it.
Ha! He really shot it? But why? Santa, why are you... Santa, I thought you were one of us. I thought we were friends.
No, you didn't. You thought he was a fucking murderer. What are you talking about, Clover?
What?
You knew about the leaf words and the four-leaf clover.
What the hell is that shit? I've got no idea.
You're lying.
Shut up. Just shut up, you stupid bitch.
What does Santa us?
You want me to put a bullet in your fucking head?
What is this stupid-ass idea? We can all get out of here.
Santa.
All right, assholes. What are you still standing there for? Get over here and scan those bracelets. I don't have all day. Oh, what's the matter? Your hearing's starting to go? Going senile, maybe?
Oh my god. This is so unnecessary, man. What? Why are you doing this?
It's the only way. Please, go.
Huh?
No way.
Jumpy, what are you saying? If you stay here, you're going to be stuck, Jumpy.
Or are we? Hold on a second. Calculator? This is me, I'm 5. 7 is 7, Clover is 4. Add Snake's 2. We're out. Alright, yeah, fine. Leave us behind, you fucking idiot. I'll see you outside. Catch me outside, how about that?
So will Clover and 7.
I know, but you don't need to worry about us. We'll figure something out.
No, we won't. I've already figured it out.
7?
Right. You just leave it to us. It's gonna piss me off to do what Santa says, but...
Nah, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. We got him right where we want him.
Don't worry about me either. There's still something I have to take care of.
No, you can't. Ace, Lotus, don't come over.
Go. We'll meet you outside.
Don't worry about
Sound
me.
good?
Please.
Please.
Come on. Come on, we don't need this melodrama. We're all getting out of here. Snake's bracelet is just lying out there in the open. Actually, wait, can we get through door 3? Because that might actually put a wrench in my plans. Hold up. I gotta do the math on this. So, 4, 5, and 7 get us a 7, which isn't great. Is there any way we can get to 3 here? 5 and 7... Yeah, okay. Me and 7 plus the 0th bracelet that Clover has means we can get through door 3, get Snake's bracelet, and then we're all out of here. Easy peasy. Go. Figured it all out.
Oh, all right.
Fine.
All right. Now let's get those hands on the scanner panel. What's the holdup?
Come on, just do it. We'll beat the shit out of him later. Don't worry about it.
You think I'm fucking around here? I don't give a shit about this girl.
No, I'm trying to figure out what you actually give a shit about, because being smart is clearly not one of those.
Doesn't need a person, you know? All I need is the bracelet. You get it? Good. Now put your fucking hands on the scanner. I'm not gonna say it again.
Fine.
Alright.
Good job. Now, Lotus, pull that lever. Soon as the door opens, you get your ass in there. Try anything stupid, and you know what happens, right?
Damn it.
Later, guys. See you outside. Have fun.
Good. Go.
So it's me and Seven, me, Seven, and Lotus, and Clover, which is interesting. That's the group that we were in the operating room with.
Later.
Yeah. Later. And I plan to make good on that promise, by the way. I will see you later and beat the shit out of you. Don't worry about it. Alright, you'll want to stop moping and get to work? Engaged.
God. June.
So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
You got Snake's bracelet? Get out of here. It's pretty simple.
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do?
You know, I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna stop saying it. I've already made my position on this very clear.
What the hell is that?
Shh, quiet.
Where is it coming from?
The coffin?
Could it be?
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right.
Let's open it.
But how?
What are those muscles for? For show?
You're telling me to force it open?
Similar designs to the coffin that Alice was in, so it might be her.
Shut up and try. Damn it.
There's a code there for a reason, you know? And just to check, okay, so coffin, interesting.
Not another one.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's how passwords usually work.
Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out, and now.
I don't think that's a good idea if you want me to be frank.
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
So, are we just not going to be continuing?
There's nothing here.
With the whole snake thing?
Not making this easy, are they?
What did Snake leave behind? LR? I don't think that helps us, though.
What's the passcode?
If it's just 9.
What am I supposed to do? How can we figure it out?
I don't know what you're caring about this. We can all get out.
Something.
Oh. 3D. Ooh, fancy. I'm sorry, what? Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Actually, I'm Santa. What? I'm so confused right now. Now it is time. Let our game begin. Yes? There's more? Oh, dear Lord. So we're still missing something. This time it's a yellow lock. But we haven't encountered any yellow keys. Which means it must be one of these paths. It has to be here, right? Because this one doesn't lead back. This is the only pathway that leads back to the coffin, so that has to be the only way we can access it, right? Honestly, I have no idea, but yeah. Okay. So it looks like we still have. Okay, so I'm so confused. What happened? And why did we just like die there? Couldn't we just like go get Snake's bracelet? Oh, there's more. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting more, but sure, we can do more. Oh, yeah, we're all gonna die, aren't we? Even though we shouldn't. actually, yeah. We just, if we don't get out of there using Snake's bracelet, we deserve to die. Just for sheer stupidity. Like, just fixing the gene pool at that point. If you want to ask me. Come on, is it gonna blow up? Is it gonna sink? What's it gonna do? It's probably gonna blow up since the countdown, you know? Oh, yeah, it blew up. Wow. A loud noise startled Junpei awake, and his eyes snapped open.
What the?
Give me a second here. There we go. A loud noise startled Junpei awake, and his eyes snapped open. What the? They adjusted to the light. He realized that he didn't recognize his surroundings. We're back at the top? Hold up, what? No, not that. No, not that. Okay, so that just brought us back to the top. Got it. Okay, I need to get out of here because this noise is infernal. So yeah, we probably have to... Alright, so we're gonna have to check out some of the other pathways and see about that. Because it seems like there's still more to unlock over there, which is interesting. I was not expecting that. But yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. Menu? So yeah, that's another ending. Interesting. Title screen, yes. And let's get some music on. Yeah, okay, so now I'm just confused. So, what was Santa's game there? I mean, obviously he wanted to get out, you know, that makes sense, but it's not like he... Why did he specifically want to leave behind 3 people, you know? Because 7 could have stayed behind like he proposed, and Santa would have gotten out just fine. So why did he, you know, take a hostage and try to, like, get specific 4 people out with him and leave us 3 for dead? I mean, it doesn't make sense. There doesn't seem to be any clear motive for doing that. Not to mention the fact that we really shouldn't have died there because, well, you know. We could have just gone through door number 3 and gotten the snake bracelet. I mean, honestly, if we weren't able to figure that out, because we had the 0 bracelet, which means that me and 7, using the 0 bracelet, can go through door 3, get Snake's bracelet, that's number 2, and then we can use all 4 of us, well, all 3 of us, plus Snake's bracelet, allow us to get out. Interestingly, though, there's still a couple of things that bug me here. Who was in the coffin? And where was Snake? Now, assuming those 2 things happen to be correlated, the obvious assumption is that Snake is in the closet. The problem with that is, how did he get there? What was the corpse on top? We never actually addressed that, like, at all, so it's honestly left me more confused than anything. Yeah, I'm not sure. We're probably just gonna have to play through some more of the other pathways, unlock some different conversations, you know, try to piece together the whole story from all these various different angles. I think next time we're gonna be trying our hand at the 3rd pathway, right? The one that just leads off on its own. I think that's going through door 3, which should make for an interesting thing, because it should theoretically change the entire flow of the story, which I'm very excited for. So, yeah. I don't know where this is gonna go, and I'm still very confused about everything that's going on. I mean, it felt like a non-ending, like, it felt like there were so many things that so many threads that weren't finished there. And then there's that golden lock that I honestly don't know how we're supposed to open that. So, yeah, because, like, the pathway we went through allows us to go that way, right? Rather than Clover going crazy. but then we need to go a different pathway to get the lock, but then how did we get there? It doesn't make any sense. So, but I guess we'll have to figure that out next time. I'm just confused right now, so yeah. I guess that means we're gonna be leaving it here. Yeah, if this is your first time, make sure to subscribe, so we'll be live with this again next Tuesday at 6, and then we also stream on the weekend. So yeah, I'm honestly I have no idea how to end this, because that was something, and honestly, that just left me more confused. Not from like a plot perspective, I'm sure that's gonna be resolved, but from like a game design perspective, like, why were there so many loose plot threads? Like, Snake's disappearance, and no, Snake being alive, never resolved. Alice, never resolved. The coffin, never resolved, although potentially eventually. Let's see. And there were, other things. I mean, the murder of the boat captain, never resolved. So, this whole thing seems rather, I don't know. Like, it didn't feel like an ending, if you get what I mean. So we're probably just gonna have to play through the other paths and try to see what we can do, and see if we can discern anything in this absolute madness. But that's gonna have to wait. So yeah, see you guys on Saturday.